It's a bit of a shame, but I actually see in the world that a lot of people have less self-love than they really intend or think that they do. The subtle cues in our everyday acts and thoughts which tell us about this cup of love, whether it is full or whether it is empty. Self-love, that is. And in this video I'd like to bring some attention to some of these hobbies which you probably are doing for yourself, which I know that I sometimes still do, but that I can at least see now and not fall into the trap when I do notice or make myself aware of them. And also give you a good method to go forward and not have this dependency of love or validation from other people. I'll be giving you a bunch of different scenarios or things that you may do and that you probably do, that we all kind of do. And I've only picked 3 examples to give you, but in these 3 examples there's quite the difference of actions that they are, but they all link to self-love. So if you don't identify with the first one, I'm pretty sure that one of these 3 will at least kind of hit you and be like, ah, yeah, that is kind of me. But if not, feel free to just get on with your life, and I'm happy for you, because that would mean that you're generally speaking free, which is something very rare. Anyhow, if you clicked on the video, you probably have some doubts, and those doubts come from a reality of your actions. So the first example will be the way that you dress and the attention that you put into it. So there's a few kind of things about this. There's the one dressing provocatively, trying to show off your good physique, or dressing in a way that's very meticulously, trying to be perfect. You go out and you have a hat, right? You gotta put it on perfectly cool, or perhaps you're wearing a full-on suit and you decide to put it nicely, or maybe you're just one of these hype beasts and you're wearing out dressed like a monkey, bruv, like just wearing red, grey, all these different colors. Doesn't really match, doesn't really make sense, but it's a bunch of cool brands and it's expensive. Bro, it's lame, that's what it is, but I'm not gonna judge just yet. But let's actually break down why the way that you dress normally will probably not be self-love. So we're going out and we're looking for validation because we have put a lot of intention in the way that we dress. We're not wearing something comfortable, we want to look nice. It's okay to want to look nice. It's normal. We all want a feeling of importance. However, it is not self-love when this importance comes from others. Instead of thinking to yourself, okay, I know what I like and know what I'm worth, and I'm going to wear something suitable for the activity that I'm doing, not suitable for the people that will be seeing me in the activity that I will be doing. For example, I go to the gym, I wear this, right? I wear this literally to the construction. It's full of like stains and shit. Same with the hoodie and same with the tank top. I like to be covered up. I don't like people seeing my physique. And it's by no means because my physique looks bad or anything like that, and not to toot my own horn, but it's just because I want and I value modesty in others. So if I value it in others, I should do it myself. If I preach on my videos that you should be the change you wish to see in the world, then I gotta be the things that I preach about. Otherwise, you know, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Stop talking. But then on the other hand, there's people that go to the gym and can see their nipple. I'm talking about guys, by the way. They're wearing a tank top and they always have like that nipple with like a hair coming on. You're like, dude, it's like taking my attention away. You're doing your shoulder press and you're like, damn, it's kind of looking at me and I'm looking at it, right? Just things of the sort. It attracts attention. They know it. Do you leave the house without looking in the mirror? No. If you're going to a place where there's other people, definitely not. Or girls wearing, or rather not wearing, they go to the gym pretty much naked. I mean, with a mini sports bra, not all of them, just like with guys, not all of them. And super short booty shorts. And it's like, dude, and they're tight as well. It's like, dude, like, at least don't squat in front of me, right? I'm trying. A lot of the time I just face the wall when I'm doing my workout, and it probably looks really strange because I've got my hood up. I'm doing my exercise. Obviously I'm there to work hard, so I'm grunting like because I'm lifting abominable weights. Now let's leave the gym and let's go to when we go out clubbing, or when you go out. I don't do that shit. What about tight clothing? What about clothes with high beast brands and stuff? It's like, dude, who are you doing it for? If no one gave attention to those things, you wouldn't be dressing in such a manner. And it goes a longer way. I see it being very vain, unless you're in some sort of setting of business, right? Maybe to stand out more, you want a nice watch and to look more whatever. But again, these things aren't really necessary anymore, because nowadays status comes from a different place. For example, once upon a time tattoos were really cool. Yeah. Now everybody has them. Now if you don't have a tattoo, you're like, oh my god, wow, you stand out. And it can be very easy to say, oh, I'm doing it for myself, it makes me feel good. Why does it make you feel good? It makes you feel good because others are watching. No, it's because it makes me feel confident. Why does it make you feel confident? Why do you think? Look further than the first statement. Look deeper. It makes me feel confident because I get the validation and the attention from other people. So don't close your eyes to anything and see through the things properly. Example 2. Your online presence, meaning how often you are there and how often you keep up with the things, you watch your friends' stories, you reply, you're in the group just talking. Why is this lacking in self-love? Because subconsciously, when I was doing this, when I was very present online, I know that it was because of fear of being left out. It wasn't because I wanted to know what was going on all the time. Of course I was curious when the messages popped up, but not to the point where I would drop activities and reply right away. I was curious enough to be like, oh, I wonder what they're saying. Nonetheless, I still interrupted my activities. Why? I always feared, what if they're planning something or going out and I miss out on it and I don't go out? And maybe next time, I don't know, maybe they make a group chat without me and maybe they go out without me. And all of these insecurities all came from a lack of self-love, because it made me feel like I wasn't enough for myself. It made me feel like I needed them in order to be somebody, in order to have my own joy. And it's not about needing your friends or not. I mean, it's good to be there for each other, yes, but having a dependency in your friendships, it's a recipe for disaster. Example 3, fake personality, where you're out with friends, with family, whatever, and you behave in a way that on the back of your mind you may be laughing, you may be smiling, but you're like, this is exhausting because it's not me. I'm putting up this mask, this persona, this facade, and I'm tired of it. I want to be myself, and I can only do that when I am alone. This comes out of fear of lack of confidence. It comes from feeling like as you are not good enough. And it may be the case, but nonetheless you shouldn't hide who you are. Be who you are and then improve on that basis. Don't pretend to be somebody else. Don't fake it till you make it. No, be what you are and improve and adapt on that slowly, little by little. Baby steps until you reach the goal that you actually want to reach. It's an awful feeling to be somebody that you are not. To be around with friends and to tell yourself they like a person that's not real. They like a person that's not me. I don't like me. I look in the mirror and I see my stupid hair. I see that I always have bad hair. Oh no, what are people gonna think of me? It doesn't matter. You are enough the way that you are, and you matter the way that you are. Now, what about learning self-love? What about actually saying, okay, well, fine. I've realized that I'm not the person that I want to be in terms of self-love. I realized that I'm lacking. Okay, how can I change that? Well, I learned how, thanks to Charisma on Command after a breakup. They said that your joy, your love, your happiness, your self-love was essentially a table. And a table needs to be held up by legs. And normally what happens is these legs are things out of our control. Our friends, our family, our job, or relationship. Maybe you're in control of your job, but anyway, you get the point. So the thing with this is that since it's out of your control, anytime it could crumble, anytime it could, one of the legs, you break up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, boom, one leg is gone. Your family has their own issues, you've got your own issues, and then you quarrel, one leg is gone. You lose your job because your boss is a scumbag, boom, you lose another one. And then, I forgot the other one, your friends. I mean, you're not in control of your friends. They could at any point switch up, just like you could switch up on them. But the thing is, with one missing leg, it's enough for the table to actually crumble. So, what can you do? Instead of having these legs that are shaky, that are of frail wood, let's say, that can crumble at any point, you should build them based upon marble legs that will not budge even through the storm. It should be things that are in your control, that you've built yourself. So what can this be? It could be your hobbies. Alright, let's take me. Instead of depending on my relationship for my joy, I put my hobbies. I like singing, I like playing guitar and piano. Okay, so instead of going to my girlfriend when I'm sad or whatever, now I would instead go and play with my guitar or my piano for an hour or however long for a couple of songs. This would be in the past. I don't do relationships anymore. Or for example, you could replace, the dependency of your friends with, maybe you like going to the gym. Alright, it's in your power to do so. Well, maybe the gym breaks down. Okay, alright, a meteorite falls on the gym. Fine. You can just do push-ups at home, or you can just do some squats at home, or pull-ups somewhere in the park, but it's something that you're in control of. Or maybe you like to study, and this is one of the things that bring you joy. And you can make these things actually bring you joy by association, by the way, but I'll speak about it on other videos. And eventually, all of the things that you do will be just built on things that you're in control of. And your own self-love, your own happiness will stem from yourself. You will no longer think about, my friends are going out without me, I'm being left out. As you develop this self-love, you become bright in of yourself. And this is good for actually two reasons. The first one, well, you will never again require anybody else. You will be enough with yourself. The second one is, because you're so bright in yourself, people are actually attracted to you like a magnet. So people will always invite you out, will always want to have you around them. Nobody turns down light. So if you become light by being self-love, then people will always keep you in their agenda. Self-love is one of the most important things that you can have, and these are some of the things that I've learned about it. I learned about it in a very dark time, and now I've used it up until my bright times, and guess what? I'm still going, I'm still loving it. Shout out to Charisma Command for that. I hope this video helped you. If it did, maybe you can help someone else, share it, I don't know, or like, whatever. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.